So, these happened yesterday. What do you think? Do you dig them? I'm getting used to them. Definitely getting used to them. I don't need them to see things, objects. I only need them when I am reading text far away. Like, you know when you're watching Netflix and like you're scrolling through Netflix and it gives you that preview, that text preview? Yeah, that's blurry for me. Like, ultra blurry. So, got hooked up with some frames. Let me know. You digging them? I mean, what can I say? Take them off, and it's like, whoa. I don't need them for this stuff. Just wanted to, ask you guys your opinion. But yo, what up, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Ross Alex here, back with a live stream. We're talking tonight about wholesaling real estate, okay? So listen clearly. If you have not yet secured profits in real estate, if you have never gotten paid from real estate, I want you to pay very, very close attention to what I am going to share with you right here, right now. Because this live stream, okay, it can literally change your life. I promise you that. Pay attention. It can change your life. All right? That's the first thing I ask for your undivided attention while we rock through this content tonight. Hope everybody's doing great. Fired up as always. Now, if you don't know who I am, okay, my name is Ross Alex. Welcome to the page here. I'm a full-time real estate entrepreneur. I've been investing in real estate for the last 5 years. I've bought, fixed, and flipped well over 100 houses, wholesale deals, bought rental properties, pretty much did it all, some owner financing stuff. And I love to share how I did it, the strategies I've used, the challenges I faced, the hurdles I've overcame, okay, throughout the last 5.5 years, so that you can not only get started in real estate, but you can make money in real estate and avoid the mistakes that I've made, because God knows I've made a few mistakes, okay? I've definitely made a few mistakes, and I've learned from those mistakes, okay? I've learned. So if you're asking yourself, just like John, what's up, John? Good to see you, man. Graham, what's up? If you're asking yourself right now, how do I make money in real estate? Okay, I want to break it down for you. I want to break down one strategy. It's going to be so simple for you, okay? It's going to come off so simple. You're going to digest this information and you're going to get ready to go out and get to work, okay? So, first off, who do we have here right now rocking with me? Who's here? If you're here right now, you're fired up. I want you to drop a comment. Just say what's up. Say, hey, Ross, what's going on? Drop an emoji. If you don't want to say hello, just let me know that you're here, okay? That's the most important thing, all right? Because I feed off the interaction that you guys, that you guys give with me, right? The interaction I have with you makes these live streams all worth it, okay? So check this out, my friends. Check this out. Real estate, okay? It's an umbrella, all right? And under that umbrella, all right, there's many different legs, arms, however you want to look at it, whatever you want to call it, okay? There's many different strategies. There's many different niches. There's many different asset classes, okay? So specifically, right here, right now, tonight, we're talking about single-family real estate, okay? Residential real estate. And we're talking about the wholesaling method, the wholesaling strategy to making money in real estate. So we're not talking about renovating. We're not talking about buying rental property. We're not talking about owner financing. We're specifically talking about wholesaling real estate, okay? Now, you may have heard of wholesaling real estate before, and if you think you haven't, you may have. It just may have been brought to your attention in a different way right? Where it wasn't directly called wholesaling real estate. Maybe it was called like assignments of contract, or maybe you were exposed to the concept of wholesaling real estate by seeing in your area a "We Buy Houses" sign, okay? Who's seen one of those? Let me know. Have you ever seen a "We Buy Houses" sign in your area, or a "I buy houses for cash" sign in your area? Because if you answered yes to that question, then you've already been exposed to, one of the strategies that's used when you're wholesaling real estate, okay? So let me break it down for you really, really simply. Wholesaling real estate is a great place for anybody that wants to get started in real estate, okay? It's a great place, all right? And here's why it's a great place, okay? It's very, very accessible, okay? Anybody can do it. Literally, it doesn't matter where you are, you can wholesale real estate, okay? As long as there is real estate where you are, then you can wholesale real estate, okay? There's always going to be opportunities. Now, keep in mind, from state to state, here in the U.S., from state to state, laws may vary, okay? Laws may vary, laws may change, okay? But generally speaking, you can wholesale real estate anywhere, any major city. All right, let's say that any major city, small city, you go wholesale real estate. All right, and it's a great place for anybody to get started. Okay, because not only is it very accessible, all right, but it also doesn't require a lot out of your pocket. Okay, now if you're like me, my friends, when I got started, I didn't even have a pot to piss in. I had like $1,200 in the bank account, and I was working this bartending job, okay? So I didn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to go out and start buying real estate. Contrary to what a lot of people believe, hey, I want to get in real estate, but I don't have tons of money. I hear this all the time. Ross, I don't have $1 million in my bank account. Okay, well, that's great, because I didn't have $1 million in my bank account when I got started, and I know a lot of people, literally hundreds of people, that have gotten into the game of wholesaling real estate, even flipping real estate, and they didn't have $1 million in their bank account either. So, part about getting into the game is first overcoming those limiting beliefs. Do you need cash or credit to get into the real estate wholesaling game? Absolutely not, okay? Absolutely not. There are many different methods that you can actually do a deal, make money, okay, without bringing money to the table, okay? Because if you're not bringing money to the table, you're bringing time and creativity to the table, okay? Time and creativity, all right? Any questions? I'm going to get to them, man. I'm definitely going to get to them. I'm going to answer all the questions. So, it's accessible. It doesn't require a lot of cash or a lot of credit, okay, out of your pocket, if any at all right? And the learning curve, okay, to actually get into a deal and understand the game and make it happen and put it all together, okay? The learning curve is very small, all right? Very small. So much so that I've seen people take a crash course in wholesaling real estate, okay? Learn the game, because education is key. You have to know what's going on, and literally go out there and do a deal within the next 30 days and make $10,000, okay? Does that sound like something that you guys want to do? Let me know. Does that sound like something that you want to do? See, that's one of the Sorry, I had a call come in. That's one of the reasons why I love the concept of wholesaling real estate, because that's possible, all right? And I'm just using 10K as a throw-around number, okay? It could be 15K, 20K. It could be 5K. I've literally have had students, okay, on their first wholesale deal make $25,000, all right, in 30 to 45 days. All right, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to apologize for that. I'm getting robocalls at all-time high. Who else is getting robocalls? They're coming in like they're not even just calling once anymore. They're calling twice. So it's an epidemic. So, if that sounds like something that could be life-changing for you, all right, then that's even more reason to pay attention to the wholesale space. Now, wholesaling is broken down very, very simply, my friends, okay? Wholesaling real estate, all right? When you're wholesaling real estate, you're an opportunist, all right? You're constantly looking for opportunity, and it's your job to find people, okay? Very simply, it's your job to find people that are looking to sell their property for whatever reason, okay? Now, here's the great thing about real estate, my friends, is it really doesn't, the opportunities just don't end, right? Because life happens, okay? Your job is to find people that want to sell their house. Those people are called motivated sellers. They're going to be motivated for any number of reasons: evictions, tax delinquencies, pre-foreclosures, death in the family, right? Medical bills, deferred maintenance on the property that they can't afford to fix up the property, job relocation, downsizing, retirement. Literally, the list can go on and on and on. Sometimes people just want to sell just because they want to sell, right? And your job is to find these people that are motivated, these motivated sellers, okay? And offer your services to them. Offer to buy their property at a negotiated price. So what you're going to do, all right, is once you put yourself in front of these motivated sellers, your job is to get that property under a contract, okay? Get that property under a contract. Now, when you get that property under a contract, okay, you are then going to market that property, okay? That property that you just put under contract, you're going to market it to an end buyer, okay? To a cash investor. Somebody like myself who's looking for properties to renovate, to fix and flip and sell in the retail market. Somebody who's looking to buy property for rental purposes. Somebody who's looking to buy property and owner finance it out. Those are your end buyers. Those are your customers on the back end, okay? And that's where the assignment comes from, because literally you have your contract, right? Let's say you negotiate a contract on a house. It's $70,000, and then you find an end buyer that's willing to pay $80,000 for it. And then you make that spread. You literally assign the contract to them, and you make that spread of $10,000, okay? Now, many times, all right, like 9 times out of 10, the wholesale space is a fast-paced business model. It happens quick. And that's why wholesaling equals, pretty much fast profits, because you're looking at about 30 days or less. Now, of course, stuff happens, things come up that may delay the process, okay? It does happen, but generally speaking, this stuff is happening in 30 days or less, okay? That means that tomorrow, you go out on a Saturday, and you find somebody that wants to sell their property, all right? You get it under contract for X amount of dollars, start marketing it a couple days later, and get a buyer for $5,000 more, end up closing the thing in 2 weeks, you make $5,000 just like that, okay? Just like that, you make $5,000. It's. I wish it was more complicated than that, but that's the process, okay? That's what wholesaling real estate is, okay? Now, there are many things that you need to know to do this effectively. Okay, there's many things, all right? That's the general overview, okay? You find sellers, you contract their house, you put it under that contract, and then you find an end buyer for it, okay? That's the general overview. But there's a lot of things that you need to know to be effective, my friends, because I see people that jump headfirst into the wholesale space, and they fall flat on their face. 6 months goes by, they still haven't done a deal. 1 year goes by, they still haven't done a deal. And they're like, what the hell is going on? Everybody else is closing deals. I'm on Bigger Pockets. I'm on the Facebook groups. I'm all over the place. I see people closing deals. Ross, why aren't I closing deals? What's going on? What's going on? Well, there's a few things that could be going on, all right? It's important to take a look at those things and take a look at what's really going on within your business. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're not really, putting in as much work as you think you are. Maybe you're, overvaluing properties. Maybe you're, over-negotiating. You're not getting solid deals, right? You're offering too much for properties, and therefore your end buyers don't want to buy them. Or maybe your pipeline just isn't big enough, okay? And that's going to bring me to the next point, all right? The first step, my friends, once you get educated and you learn the game and you learn the ins and outs of wholesaling and how it works, your first step is to go out there and start marketing, okay? Start marketing. Essentially, a wholesaler, somebody who's wholesaling, is a marketer, right? We're marketers. Real estate entrepreneurs are marketers, right? You have to know marketing, and it's your job to market to people that want to sell their properties. Because it's not just like you're going to walk down the grocery store and somebody's just going to come up to you and say, hey, George, I want to sell my house. Well, why not? Because they don't know, George, that you're buying houses, okay? It's your job to let them know, hey, I'm buying houses. I'm looking for properties for sale, okay? And I'm willing to pay cash. Although you aren't the one willing to pay cash, you're going to help facilitate the transaction and find them an end buyer that's willing to pay cash, okay? So you need to know how to market. What's up, George, by the way? How do you find the money once you find the property? Hard lender? So we're strictly talking about wholesaling, right? So when you're wholesaling real estate, you're never actually taking possession of the property. And because you're never taking possession of the property, you don't have to fund the property. You don't have to pay for the property. Somebody else is going to pay for the property. Okay? So, marketing, all right? You have to know how to market. You have to know how to get those sellers' attention. Because when those sellers want to sell, when something goes wrong, when they get a foreclosure notice, when they have a death in the family, when they get told at work, hey, you're relocating to another state, they need to sell, they're going to reach out to the first available person that's buying houses, right? They do this by advertisements, direct mail. Sometimes they get phone calls, right? Sometimes they get emails, texts, okay? By what's going to be your competitors, all right? So those are a few of your strategies. How do you put yourself in front of possible sellers? You market to them. Direct mail, cold calling, cold texting, emailing, bandit signs, right? Those we buy houses signs. Okay? Social media advertisements, Google advertisements. Go on Google right now and type in sell my house cash. You're going to see a bunch of companies advertising we buy houses cash, right? So what happens when when somebody wants to sell their property and something happens? They do that, right? Everybody uses Google. They'll click on that link. They'll call that person will get the deal. So your job is to put yourself in front of those people by marketing, okay? You have to market to them, all right? And you have to master marketing because your pipeline is everything, all right? You need to keep a rock-solid pipeline of motivated leads coming in constantly, all right? So that you can actually go out there, set appointments, tour those properties, estimate the repairs, do the due diligence on that property, negotiate, put the property under contract, open title on it, and start marketing it for an end buyer, right? So it all starts with a lead. Leads are literally the blood to your business when you're wholesaling real estate. You need leads to come in. John says, so the people that say we buy houses cash doesn't really mean you're paying them the cash. Exactly, John. Now, that's important to note. It's important to note that that's if the person is using the wholesale model. So, for example, for me, my main strategy is to buy, fix, and flip houses, right? So if I was to use a sign to attract motivated sellers because I wanted more houses to buy, fix, and flip, well, then I really do mean that I'm going to be the one paying cash. However, 99% of any bandit sign or direct mail marketing, people using the wholesale method, they are not using their own cash. They're marketing that property, that contract to an end buyer. So essentially, think about wholesaling as flipping paper. Okay, that's literally what you're doing. You're flipping paper. You're not buying the house and then reselling it. You're just putting it under a contract and then assigning that contract, the interest in that contract to another buyer. Okay. Yep. Yo, Ralph, what's up? Good to see you. So, marketing, my friends. You need to master the ins and outs of marketing. All right, that's important. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of all the skills, all the skill sets that you should know, you need to know if you want to successfully do this, okay? You're going to definitely need to know how to market to buyers, okay? You're going to need to know how to market to sellers, okay? Because you want to think of it like a PVC pipe, okay? An empty PVC pipe. The lead comes in on the left side because you're marketing for sellers, okay? So the lead comes in on the left side, and a bunch of stuff is going to happen in that pipeline, all right? And those activities are going to be things such as estimating repairs, valuing that property, right? Comping that property, okay? Using MLS comps, okay? Also, negotiating with that seller, getting that property under contract, right? Opening title, marketing that property to an end buyer, okay? And then pushing that deal out on the other end on the pipe, and it turns into cash, right? It turns into your real estate profits, okay? George says, my biggest fear is getting a home under contract and I can't sell it. So George, that's definitely a valid fear to have, okay? A valid fear. Now, there's some things that you can do to make sure that you don't have an issue with getting a property flipped to an end buyer, and that's having a solid buyer's list, okay? A solid buyer's list. So one of the things that you're going to do, my friends, when you actually take the first step in getting to this game is you're going to start to network, okay? You're going to start to network, and you're literally going to meet people that are actively buying property, okay? You're going to meet people that are actively buying property. You're going to ask them what they're looking for and what areas they're looking to buy in, right? Like, I buy in a very specific part of Texas, all right? The people I buy deals from, they know when a deal comes up in that area, they're calling me right away. Before they even send it out to their email list, before they put it on Facebook, they're calling me. Because they know 9 times out of 10 I'm buying it. Because it's in that sweet spot. All right? So you not only want to build a list, but you want to build relationships with those buyers. All right? And you can even develop what's called a VIP buyer list. Okay? Pick 5 buyers. Find out exactly where they're buying, how many properties they've bought before, so you know that they're legit, you know that they're active, and then ask them, hey, if I find a deal in this zip code and it looks like this, can I show it to you, right? Would you be interested in seeing it? They're going to say absolutely. And now all you got to do, my friends, is go find a deal in that area, right? Go start marketing in that area, find a deal, bring it to them, and it's just like that, right? Now, of course, it's going to be more difficult if you're in, Miami, Florida, and you're marketing for sellers in, Montana, and you get a deal and you don't know any buyers there, right? You don't have any connections there. You don't know who's buying real estate there. Of course, that's going to be more difficult. But when you're in your market and you're shaking hands with people, you're meeting people, it's going to be much simpler, okay? And I want you guys to remember this. When you're doing this, my friends, listen, there's always going to be a seller. There's always going to be a buyer, no matter what. The only variable is the price. That's it. It's the only variable. There's always going to be a seller, all right? It doesn't matter if there's 1,000 people, because I get this one all the time. But Ross, there's a lot of people in my area already doing this. It doesn't matter. There's 1,000 gas stations in the city. It doesn't matter. As long as there are people that own houses, there will be sellers, okay? And as long as there's sellers, there's going to be buyers, all right? It's all up to you to do the matchmaking. That's literally what it comes down to. Where can you get a list? So you can get a list of distressed properties in many different places. There's so many different websites. Simply pop over on Google and type in, motivated real estate sellers, or, distressed property leads, or probate list, or vacant house list, or, pre-foreclosure list. Go down to your local town hall or city hall and get a list of all the pre-foreclosures, right? There's softwares that do it. There's so many different places to get a list. You can go to List Source. I mean, literally, there's so many different platforms, John, to go ahead and get that list. Yo, Otis, what's happening? Good to see you, Pearl. What's up? Guys, if you're digging this content, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. I'm doing this for you guys. I want to make sure that you guys are really taking these real estate goals seriously. And for those of you that have, maybe you've been sitting on the sidelines for a little bit. Maybe you've been to a few real estate events. Maybe you've watched a few videos and you've heard about it. You watched it. You see the results that some people get and you want to do it too. Right now, it may just not make complete sense to you. You may not have complete clarity on exactly what it looks like, okay? You may need an effective training program. You may need a boot camp. You may need to just go out there and do it. Everybody's going to be in different spots of the game. The most important thing is that you actually do it and you get started, because this can literally be life-changing for you. I personally know people that do this that make $1 million a year simply flipping paper, okay? And I also know that a lot of people out there don't want wholesaling real estate to be the end game, to be the end result, right? To be the finish line, all right? And the great part, my friends, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. It could be the starting point. All right, you can end somewhere completely different. You can end in commercial real estate. You can end in buying, apartment blocks. You can end up developing, mansions. I mean, you can do so many different things. Okay, you can do so many different things. But you get your feet wet, you get started, and you actually get in the game. All right, you can call yourself a real estate entrepreneur when you start off in the wholesaling space, right? Because it's anybody can do this. You can literally go out tomorrow, start driving neighborhoods, look for distressed properties, tall grass, excessive male pileups, properties that look vacant, properties that look abandoned. Write down the address, take all your addresses, go back to your house or office and start looking them up, skip trace them, find the owners, call the owner up and say, hey, I was driving through the neighborhood. I saw this property. Really interested in buying it. Have you ever considered selling it? Just like that. Come Monday, some of you could even have a deal under contract. I mean, really. Okay? Really. And, the last thing, my friends, is look, you're going to get out what you put into it. Okay? It's one of the biggest keys right there. You're going to get out. Those people that I talked about earlier that have been in the game for a year, 2 years, 3 years, they still haven't done a deal, or, maybe they have only done 2 deals or 3 deals. Look, those, my friends, those are people that are just not putting in the overtime grind, okay? They're just not putting it in, all right? They may act like they are, but they're really not. I'll tell you one thing, okay? When you're in the wholesaling space and you're out here chasing these deals and meeting with these sellers, it's a grind, okay? And it's not for everybody. It's for people that want to win, okay? It's not for everybody. That's important to know. It's not an easy game to be in, all right? But for those of you that are looking for that life-changing, business model, for those of you that are looking to get into real estate, you want to know the terminology, you want to know the ins and outs, you want to know how things work, you want to be active, wholesaling's a great place for you to start. Ralph says, yup, sitting too long. It's all good, brother. It's never too late. That's the best part. That's why I'm doing this right now, because it's never too late. All right? Ever. So, shout out to everybody. I'll definitely take some questions. Tracy, what's up? If you guys have some. Because I really want you to consume this. I want this to inspire you. I want this to fire you up, man. I want you to make your next $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. I really do. I mean that. I really do. I genuinely care about your success, okay? Because, it's not just about me and my success. Like, I want you guys to be winning too on all different levels, okay? Trey Davis, what's happening? Natalie, what's happening? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. So, listen, my friends. Listen. For those of you that want this, go out and get it. Look, there's going to be challenges. I promise you right now, there's going to be challenges. Deals are going to fall apart. It happens all the time. Okay? It happens all the time. So just know that. Okay? But that's with anything, right? That's with anything. You might get frustrated at first. Okay? You might not get callbacks from your marketing. Your bandit signs may not convert. You may get people to call you and cuss you out and tell you not to ever hit them up again. I mean, that just comes with the game, right? It comes with the game. But, for every 20 people that tell you to go screw off, all right, there's going to be one person that says, yes, I'm interested in selling my property, and I'd like you to come out and see it. You go out and see it. You do a walkthrough. You do some due diligence. Property. You find out the property's worth $150,000, and the seller's willing to take 80, and the property needs 30. You go around. You turn it into a $20,000 wholesale fee or whatever it is, and you just rinse and repeat. Yo, Raphael, what's up? What's up? So, anyways, my friends, look, that's a quick little rundown for you, all right? And, some of you are already doing deals, some of you aren't doing deals, wherever you're at. I'm always here for you if you have questions, if you want to know anything, if you want to get involved in one of my programs. I have many programs available. In fact, when it comes to wholesaling, I created this program. It's about 8 hours long. It's almost like a crash course. I call it the 90-day challenge, the 90-day wholesaling on fire challenge. So anybody that's interested in, taking that challenge, if you have some extra time this weekend, you can run through the course. It's literally eight hours. In fact, if you want me to send it to you, just inbox me right now and say, Ross, send me the 8-hour course. It's literally a crash course on everything you need to know about wholesaling real estate. A to Z, everything, the way that I would recommend you to do it, right? Because that's the thing about information, okay? And where you obtain information from, there's a million different sources, right? And everybody's going to teach it their way and have their own style and, method. So if you like what I'm all about and you see the kind of results that I get and, you dig what I'm doing in my business, go ahead, inbox me, say, Russ, send me Wholesaling on Fire. Get me hooked up with the course. I'll send it to you. Got quite a few F-bombs already. Just told them to have a great day. Hey, Ralph, man, it comes with the game, brother. It comes with the game. Hey, if it's an F-bomb, just be glad it wasn't worse. Raul, what's up, man? Welcome to the broadcast. But anyways, my friends, if you're just joining in, watch that replay. Okay, run it back. Check out that replay. All right? As to why you should get into the wholesaling real estate space and then, progress into wherever it takes you. So I got some stuff coming up. Oh, hey, before I forget, I know you guys have probably heard me talk about my brand new startup that's launching this October, okay? Now, if you're in real estate or going to be in real estate, which is why you guys are all here right now, then you need to go ahead and save your spot, reserve your spot with my brand new startup likewise, okay? I'm launching what's going to be the most powerful virtual assistant agency for real estate entrepreneurs, specifically investors, agents, wholesalers, landlords, right? And you can actually save your spot right now. It's going to be invitation only, okay? So you can't use our service unless you have an invitation, which when we run out of invitations, they're gone. So if you do want one, all you have to do is go to likewise.com. That's it. Likewise.com. LYKEWIZE. And just put in your email address. I'm not even going to spam you. I'm not going to send you emails. But when the code is ready, come October, first week of October, I'm going to send it out to you. Hey, Ralph says already in. Junior says done. John says your energy is fire, my dude. Love it. The keto videos are dope too. Yeah, man. Lots going on. I don't know. I'm a real estate guy, keto vlogger. You never know what I might make a tutorial on how to knit a pillow tomorrow. You never know, man. You never know. But thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you enjoy your Friday. And, hey, get to it on the weekends, man. I'm telling you right now, guys, we're going in right now, Q4, okay? Q4, it's almost 2020. It's almost 2020. I know a lot of people out there right now didn't hit the goals that they set in the beginning of the year, right? The beginning of the year comes around, you tell yourself you're going to do all these things, and you're realizing, oh, crap, it's September now. I haven't done this. I haven't done that. Look, it's all good. You still got months. Still got months left, all right? You can change that this weekend, all right? This could be the weekend that you get up off that couch and you say, I'm gonna go and get it. I'm gonna go and start building my empire. Soon to be dad. Dude, Ralph, isn't that crazy, bro? Isn't that crazy, bro? But anyways, my friends, thanks for joining me. Again, if you do want that 8-hour course, that Wholesaling on Fire course, go ahead, inbox me right now, and I'm in front of my computer, so I'll get you hooked up. I'll get you taken care of. My name's Ross Alex. I'll see you in the next stream. Oh, one more thing. If you're here still, can you please go ahead and like this video? Just hit that thumbs up button for me one time, because it's going to help me out more than you know. It's right there. You see it? You see that? You see it? Just tap it. Tap it once, maybe twice. I'll see you later.